Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I share some of the things that I've been thinking about and basically what's on my mind. So, today, I just want to talk about um, doing things that uh, we don't feel like doing, I guess. This notion of, you know, doing things despite the fact that they don't necessarily align with our inner why. And this is something that I've been thinking about a lot because right now I'm in a stage at my job where I I mean the kind of work that I'm working on is not necessarily my favorite kind of work, and sometimes find that to be super demotivating, and basically it causes me to procrastinate a lot, but also not basically following through on that work causes me even more anxiety because I just feel always like I'm behind, and there's this intense feeling of guilt that I feel when I'm procrastinating, and the feeling of making progress is amazing, and it really does help or basically boost up my mood whenever I'm able to make progress on something that I think is hard, not just because of the challenge of whatever it is that I'm trying to solve, but hard in different ways. It can be technical complexity, but also, uh, you know, uh, like organizational complexity in the sense that gathering the requirements were hard, coordinating the different stakeholders is hard. And that's actually the hidden part of the SDE job, is that when you start an SDE job, you think that all you're gonna do is that you're gonna code all day. And that's actually a misconception, because the truth is, or at least it has been the case in my job, is that most of the time the hardest part was not the code. It was getting all of the information and basically the stakeholders aligned on whichever solution or whichever thing that I need to implement, and basically getting approvals and basically overcoming all of these hurdles that everyone's throwing at you, even though the project seems simple and the code change is simple. But then there are so many steps between making the code change and actually having it into production that it actually creates so much friction that it can be super demotivating, and it has been for me. So yeah, it's been a topic that I've been thinking about a lot, because right now I really am at an existential crisis at my job. Is that I really like the people that I work with, but it's just that SDE stuff is not really my thing. I don't really enjoy it that much. I do enjoy, having a problem that I can solve, and no matter the nature of the problem, I really enjoy it. But what's really annoying to me, like, or at least what really bothers me, is when the problems are not, like, when the hard part is not the problem itself. So it's not a hard problem, and it's an easy problem, and then it's all of the stuff around it that makes it complex, but in the wrong ways, because all of that stuff could have been avoided with better systems and better, mechanisms and stuff. But this is not to put any blame on anyone. It's just sometimes that's how things are when you're trying to move fast. But yeah, that has been something that I've been struggling with, and basically lately I've been having super negative thoughts, in the sense that like I would just look at the worst possible scenario, and like basically keep looking at it until I led myself to it. So yeah, right now I'm trying to have less of a self-sabotaging behavior and basically just commit to, like, even though this whatever I'm doing right now does not align with my inner why. The truth is, as much as I want to hide it or want or maybe I'm not even accepting it myself, I don't even know what my deeper inner purpose is. And you know, there's nothing worse than pretending that you know, and that's what I feel like I've been doing with this applied science thing, is that I think that I know, but I don't really know if it's really my thing. But it's okay. And basically, uh, the truth is, it's that I've had the same feeling for my SDE job. Is that okay? Sometimes it's enjoyable and it's satisfying to get stuff done. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, for me, what really drives me is just helping other people and seeing that I'm collaborating with a group, and basically this feeling of togetherness against hardship. So whenever I feel like I'm united with my team members and basically we're all working together to solve a specific problem, that's when I'm happiest, because basically there is this immense feeling of togetherness that you get when you're trying to solve a problem together. But the truth is, it has been hard in the team, not because of the people, but I think because of our setting. We're most of us are always working from home, and myself included. But yeah, I mean, work from home has its benefits and has its downsides. But I think that's definitely one of the downsides, is that I really miss or like, I've never experienced it, first of all, in a work setting, because I first started working, or basically having a serious internship after COVID. So that was my AWS internship. And I actually had never experienced like a true feeling of like what it really felt like before COVID, working together as a team. But I really do think that's one of the feelings that helps me the most with my work, is this feeling of togetherness and basically driving towards a common goal, regardless of what the goal is. And I think that I value that more than anything. And maybe something that, because of the current setting of everything, it's been a bit hard to have. We're trying to install it a bit more in the team. At least I'm making a conscious effort, and a few of my team members also are, to try to, get reunited and like try and find settings to basically work together. Uh, and yeah, I mean, for sure that brings in less flexibility, but honestly, sometimes I would trade the flexibility for the feeling of togetherness you get when you're in a team, not when you're stressed, but when you feel like you're conquering problems together. And basically, right now, is that for the past few weeks at least, I have been very, moody, and probably, as you have seen in my videos, uh, sometimes very up. And like right now, I'm happy. Sorry, my camera cut off because my SD card had run out of space. So I just put in another SD card to solve the problem. But just to get back to what I was saying, some days it's very hard for me, as you can see, as you've probably seen already on this channel. And today also in the morning it was a bit tough. I had quite an interesting day. But in the end, like, I'm in this good mood right now because I just came back from a team dinner, and actually it was super nice just to talk with the team and basically uh, listen to some stories and just socialize with the team, I guess, because we work all the time. together, but it's way more serious all the time. And it's good to have these moments where we just, you know, it's more, it's less formal, not necessarily formal. It's not that we're formal during our team meetings. It's just that we're less in the sim. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong, but less in the sympathetic mode. So basically the fight and flight mode, and more in a relaxed mode, and just to basically talk about things that we don't necessarily get the chance to talk about. And yeah, it's been super nice to have this team dinner, and yeah, it has energized me. And I hope we're gonna be able to do this more often in the future, or try to be more intentional about it. But yeah, just to get back, actually I wanted to say something and I forgot to say it. So yeah, at this point, as I said earlier, the truth is, as much as I want to, uh, convince myself that I have my purpose figured out or my why figured out, the truth is I don't. And given that I don't, instead of basically chickening out of things, or like basically dropping things because they don't feel like they're aligning with my inner why, I just want to maybe push to the point where I can get to an actual result. And once that result is there, I can pivot and basically trust in my ability to pivot, and uh, trust in my ability to make the right judgments for when the time comes, instead of sabotaging basically the life that I have and the opportunities that I'm so lucky to have, to be honest. Things that I would have only dreamt of uh, when I was in school. And honestly, I'm so grateful for my job, because I remember the times when I was in school so desperate to get a job in tech, in a big tech company. And yeah, I mean, I've taken that a lot for granted. And this goes back to the notion of privilege, is that uh, we start taking things that are actually a blessing for granted. And yeah, just really grateful to uh, for the opportunities that I have had, uh, and the support that my team has given me, and the people that are around me, even though sometimes I'm super grumpy. And yeah, just basically having a quarter life crisis all the time. Well, at least this year. But basically feeling on the brink of collapse. But I think just realizing that it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to, not get things right, and know that, like, basically make peace with the fact that I'm gonna make mistakes and there is no way around that. So the faster I make the mistakes, the faster I will be able to learn, and I guess uh, the faster I'll be able to grow as a person and professionally. And yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure out what's the best approach without necessarily stressing myself out. Because I think the stress really does take a lot of the joy, and basically, like, take a lot of the joy out of uh, all of these things that I'm so privileged to have. And trying to find mechanisms basically to overcome the stress, and basically just live in a peaceful state, while still being able to perform at that peaceful state. Because you know I don't want to be in a peaceful state where I'm not motivated to do stuff, right? Because then I'm no use to anyone, not even to society. So I just want to be in a peaceful state where I'm driven out of love rather than out of fear. to do something. And yeah, hopefully that's the direction that I'm heading to. I mean, I hope it is. I don't know if it is, but it's okay because I still have the time to figure it out. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that topic for a little while. And yeah, anyway, that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed this little rambling of mine, and you can click here to watch my previous video, and you can click here to watch my latest video. So my previous video is the one that I published right before this one, and my latest video is the one that I published most recently. So yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye!